Over 1,000 traffic tickets get tossed out every single day before they even make it to court. Gone. Speeding, distracted driving, red lights, stop signs, you name it. And the best part, you don't even have to lift a finger. Over 1,000 tickets tossed. Not because the officer didn't show up or there wasn't enough evidence or there was errors on the ticket. No, the reason why so many tickets are thrown out every single day is actually quite simple. They just can't keep up with the number of tickets. There's not enough prosecutors, justices of the peace, court clerks, not enough admin to really keep up. They're trying their best. The employees are doing a great job and they deserve our gratitude, but there's just too many tickets coming through for them to deal with. With in-car camera recording systems now in police vehicles, body-worn cameras, when I became a cop in the year 2000, it was simple. You write somebody a ticket, you hand it to them, the cop would write whatever evidence they needed, usually write in the ticket book and make it easy for court, submit it at the end of shift, and move on. It was done very fast. Disclosure requests from the court were very simple. Requesting and preparing disclosure now, it's a lot different. You're not just writing down the basic facts. With the computer systems in the car in almost every police vehicle, that information's included and it's printed out right on the ticket. The officers make their observations, their own observations, of course, but most of the facts are saved and included on the ticket. And now there's video disclosure, video evidence, which might be requested by the prosecutor or defense. These things take time. They delay the process significantly. It's not just reading over a few notes, it's also viewing the video. More police vehicles have these camera systems which record both inside and outside the vehicle. They record everything in front as well as the back seat. These cameras, they're always running, or at least they should be. So if an officer witnesses an offense take place in front of them, somebody runs a red light, for example, as soon as they activate their rooftop emergency equipment, it's recorded, the dates and times. And that recording, it can be included or attached to the ticket. And because the camera's always running, the recording starts 30 seconds prior to the officer activating the emergency equipment. I hope I'm making sense out of this. I'm probably making it more difficult than it really is. So basically, if the officer observes somebody going through a red light and activates the emergency equipment, the recording goes back 30 seconds. So the offense is most likely caught on film. That's what I'm trying to say here. In the full video, you can see the driver going through the red light. That would also be included for court, for disclosure. So back to the issue here. Thousands of tickets are thrown out every single week. People who deserve tickets are getting let off. As much as people like to think the police give out tickets for no reason whatsoever, there's plenty of people out there that deserve the tickets that they get. They're weaving in and out of traffic, speeding in a residential area, near schools, running lights, and now they're just gone. Again, there's more video processing now, video disclosure, evidence, and there's also more drivers on the road than ever. Population growth. Interesting enough, I think, from what I understand, people are disputing the charges more than ever. More people are choosing court as an option. I can't prove that, and I don't have any stats on that. But the overall feeling, from the police that I know, is that more people are fighting their tickets than ever before, which of course increases the workload. And this happens in criminal court too, not just traffic. Just read something here. Section 11B of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms guarantees the rights of anyone charged with an offense to be tried within a reasonable time. Well, that's certainly fair enough. And with all the backlogs, they know they're not going to make it in a reasonable time, so they just throw the cases out. So how does this get fixed anyways? There's a problem, what's the solution? Well, something which existed when I became a police officer many years ago that doesn't exist now is night court. I always hated traffic court more than criminal court, but I didn't mind night court. I'd be off duty most of the time, and for court, you dress up, you wear a suit or something. I'd go out for dinner. I'd make an evening out of it. I'd go out after. I also thought that night court was a pretty fair option to people who were given tickets. They're able to work during the day and arrange a court date at night. I feel bad for people that got to take a full day off work, so you're losing money from your job, and then you might be paying a ticket on top of that. I thought it was very fair. I've asked a few people and officers why they got rid of it. I haven't gotten any straight answers, so I can't say with any degree of confidence why they got rid of night court. There's been population growth, more people driving, of course, more people fighting tickets now than they used to be. People don't like to accept responsibility for their actions these days, so it's no surprise. And I'm kidding about that, okay? That's not the only reason why. I would take things to court too, okay? Everything. If you know why they got rid of night court, please let me know. I'm sure it has something to do with money. Everything does. Although when you think about it, so the court staff, they're all working, the buildings are open later, you're paying police officers to go to court, the JPs, everybody's being paid to go to court. People go to court to get tickets or the penalties knocked down, not usually to pay. So is it worthwhile at the end? I'm thinking about this and I'm not sure. Nobody likes getting a ticket, okay? A lot of people they hate traffic enforcement in general. They see it as a waste of time. They see traffic cops as revenue generators. They call them road pirates. Tickets are another form of taxation. I also made a video about why traffic enforcement is extremely important and effective for getting real criminals, real dangerous offenders off the streets. One of the most effective ways of getting them off the streets and catching criminals is through effective traffic enforcement. I suggest you watch it. I'll link it in the description. Forgive me for my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather if you can't tell. Thanks for watching, folks. Be safe out there. Drive safe. Look after one another. And perhaps we will see you again.